and welcome to the audiobook version of Measure 4 of my book. Enjoy.
Measure 4, the violin's revenge. While the other instruments held an extravaganza to celebrate the defeat of the violin, the violin stewed in its case. Its bow could escape freely at this time, and the violin could command light through the bow. But how could it do to them what they had done to it? Question mark. The violin decided to begin with some espionage. It sent light to spy on the instruments. They were partying, which was of no use to the despicable violin. However, it noticed that they were concealing 3 items that appeared to be similar to its own prison, but of different sizes. The violin recoiled in shock. Why would they develop prisons for themselves? Was this some altruistic attempt to imprison themselves if they became like it? It did not matter to the violin. This could be the beginning of a diabolical plot to put the others in their places. The violin sent its light to sabotage the party. The party plunged into darkness. This was not due to the lights turning off, but rather due to the light interfering with the darkness that allowed the guests to see. While the guests worried, the viola restored darkness and order to the party. While this was happening, however, the light was interfering with darkness across the world. The world was plunged into chaos. People bumped into each other, rocks, and, in the case of some poor individuals, air on the edge of a cliff. The instruments went back into their temple to attempt to fight back. Unfortunately, they had forgotten that this was where they were keeping all of the instrument cases. With a few well-timed light blasts, the violin successfully trapped them inside their cases. They did not go without a fight, however. They attempted to fight off the light with a concentrated beam of darkness, water, and land. This beam only merged with the light, however, and demolished much of the temple. This beam also imprisoned their bows with them, as it still contained their power. The remnants of the pillars hung upside down, giving it the name of the stalactite pillar. The cases were launched to places around the world. The violin and viola were launched to the magnetic poles of the planet and moved with them. The cello and bass were launched to an unknown location, though it is believed that they landed together near the intersection of the equator and the prime meridian. This temple, known once as Titanic, had now sunk similarly to the ship of the future. As the violin and viola cases moved, so did cities founded around them. Atlantis was, in fact, a city founded around the viola case. However, when the viola case moved, the power that held it up was lost, and the entire city fell underwater. Their musical piece had only reached measure 4, and they had already arrived at a diminuendo.
Also, when it says period, and when it says dot, it means period. When it says question mark, it means, question mark. I haven't actually seen the question mark thing before. Well, sorry about the delay of the release of the entire measure. Once again, I had a lot of stuff going on. Sorry. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.